No one worked on their game more or harder than Ben Hogan. And the results of his relentless pursuit of perfection earned him a spot in the World Golf Hall of Fame. The accomplishments are endless. After winning his second Masters, he won his fourth United States Open and went overseas to win his lone British Open. Yet Hogan was denied an opportunity to compete for the Grand Slam because he could not get back to the States in time to play the PGA Championship. Nonetheless, Hogan became a national hero.
A match over 18 holes between the former winner of both the British and U.S. Opens, the coveted Masters Championship, and the PGA, Ben Hogan, one of the finest strikers of the ball of all time, and 3 times Masters and PGA titleist, winner of over 100 tournaments, including the British Open, Sam Snead, the possessor of golf's most natural swing. To analyze today's match for us, the legendary Gene Sarazen, winner of every major title in golf. I'm George Rogers on the scene here in Houston, and this is Shell's Wonderful World of Golf, a series of international matches played on the world's most famous golf courses. This week, the Houston Country Club, Houston, Texas, USA.
You know, whenever golfers get together, there's always lots of arguments about what the most important thing in the golf swing is. We thought we'd put this question to one of the greatest players in the game. Ben?
Well, the most important thing in the golf swing to me is the movement of the lower body from the top of the swing. And if you don't mind, I'll demonstrate. First off, you start down below with your knees and your hips. At the top of the swing, you move the lower part of your body, not your shoulders, the lower part of your body, letting your arms and hands follow, bringing you into position to hit. But this is the first movement, there. Then you release at the bottom. Most people do it entirely opposite. They rotate their shoulders first instead of their lower body. As a result, they come across the ball and hit the outside of the ball instead of the back of it. If you don't mind, I'll hit a ball, and the first thing to watch is what starts first from the top of the swing.
To show that there's more than one way to arrive at the same objective, here's a slightly different approach from Sam.
Well, Gene, I think after you complete the top of the backswing, it's the starting of the downswing that means the difference between a good shot and a bad shot. As you know, you'll see a lot of the so-called dubs. They'll get to the top of the backswing. We call that playing the flute when the fingers come apart. And now when he grabs on the downswing, he'll make a cast from the top, which causes the club to come from the outside in, which you may have a banana ball or maybe a ducking hook or something. But I emphasize holding on with the left hand, the last 2 fingers, never turning loose throughout the swing. So you start to pull down with the left hand on the downswing, well, it pulls the weight into the left side, and you have a nice firm body, and you have a nice firm shot. I'll try to demonstrate to you.
Well, the following wind here has Ben Hogan in a bit of difficulty. He tried to keep his forward second on this par 5 hole up on top where it's level and flat, but he just trickled over, has a nice hanging lie there. An acre of sand in front of the green to carry, and the pin is way to the front of the green, so you'll have to try to cut this ball up with a pitching wedge and not get it too far past the hole. He's had a lot of downhill putts coming from the back of the green to the front all day long. And this has got to be the hardest shot he has had to play here today.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is why he has won all those titles. Houston citizens are justly proud of what they have. They're great educational institutions, such as the University of Houston, Texas Southern, and Rice University. Their world-famed Texas Medical Center, which provides health education, research, and patient care in 17 buildings on a single location. And Houstonians are proud of their city's reputation as the Athens of the Southwest, a reputation built in part upon its magnificent museums of art and the liveliest and most progressive theatrical life west of New York. In this research laboratory, Shell scientists work unceasingly in the search for knowledge, using every tool of modern research, every scientific discipline, to create new products whose manufacture will in turn create new jobs and new wealth for Houston and the entire state. And because it is Shell's belief that it should be a good citizen of every community in which it lives and works, it is cooperating with the Texas Conservation Program by purifying the water used by the refinery in this modern biofilter system before it is returned to the streams from where it was borrowed.
After 27 tour wins, Snead finally captured his first major championship, the 1942 PGA Championship. Snead would go on to win 2 more PGAs, the 1946 British Open, and 3 Masters titles. Snead holds the PGA Tour record for most wins in a single event, as he won the Greater Greensboro Open 8 times, the first in 1938, the last in 1965.